Good afternoon, D&D TikTok and barbecue TikTok and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Barbecue. Let's get it done. First and foremost, we have some fan mail. I can already tell that they're dice, so we're going to pick one of these out. I'm going with the gray one today, and we're going to check out this note. These dice come to us from Ender Transport.
Episode 89 looked a bit unlucky. I hope these Halloween dice are luckier. From Ender Transport.
Yeah, that was a tricky episode. We made some spam with candy corn and topped it off with ranch. This was not good. And the big reveal. Oh, these are really cool dice. A big shout out to Ender Transport, and as always, this series is inspired by the popular Roll for Sandwich series by AdventuresinAardia. The dice have been tossed, and now it's time to roll for meat. 1, beef. Okay, let's see what type of beef we're making today on the grill. 3, we're making a brisket. Hell yeah. Today we're going to work with a choice cut brisket, and of course, you got to do the thing. Got 'em. It's time to do some trimming. We're going to only leave a 1/4 inch of fat all over this brisket. You can trim it however you like. Now let's roll for binder. 5, Worcestershire sauce. Again, use the Worcestershire sauce that you like. I'm using Barrett Burton's W sauce.
Oh, but Walt, that's not real Worcestershire sauce.
Whether it's real to you or not, this is the sauce that I like, so deal with it.
Boom. Roasted.
Now that we got that out of the way, it's time to roll for rub. 11, heat riles. Let's zoom in on that. Yep, 2 11s. Now it's time to roll for riles. 6, garlic jalapeno. Alright, let's see what the second rub is. 7, competition barbecue. Out of all the rubs I own, Heath Riles is definitely in my top 5. Not only that, these 2 seasonings are awesome. I think the best course of action is we're going to fill up our shaker cup, starting with the competition rub, then the garlic jalapeno. We're going to give that a good mix and shake it right onto the brisket. Once we have this brisket seasoned, we're going to rest this for 30 minutes prior to putting it onto the grill. These are both great rubs, but I'm definitely worried about the lack of the pepper profile. Let's roll for wood. 1, pecan wood. And today we're going to introduce our brand new Char Griller Gravity 980. This grill is insanely fun to work with. I'm super excited to start working with this more on the barbecue channel. Big Blue is going to be rocking at about 250 degrees Fahrenheit until we hit an internal temperature of 180 degrees Fahrenheit. After 9 hours, we're sitting at 180 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's time to wrap it in pink butcher paper. Once it's wrapped, it's going back in.
Do you really think that new dice will change his luck? You're sadly mistaken. Let's roll for mayhem. Sometimes, chaos isn't what you're eating, it's how you're eating it.
Oh, Dad, you're embarrassing me again!
It's about to get really messy.
I mean, I'm glad Mayhem isn't messing with the recipe like he usually does. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. We hit 205 degrees internal, and we gotta admire that jiggle. I mean, that brisket is tender. Got him. It's time to slice into this thing and see how we did. I tell you what, this thing is juicy. Don't get too excited yet, Walt. We gotta click those tongs. It's time for the D20 sauce roll. 15, mustard. We're gonna skip the yellow mustard today, and we're gonna be using some Branch Fieldhouse mustard. We have our plate of chopped up brisket, and now we're gonna drizzle this mustard right on top. Mayhem was absolutely right. This is gonna get messy. You know how we're gonna have to eat this. So, we have Mrs. Barbecue holding the plate, and we're putting the hands behind the back. It's time to bob for mains. Here we go. I love everything about this, with the exception of my eating methods. I do not like doing it this way. I'm just happy I didn't use yellow mustard because it's guaranteed my skin would be stained. And of course, Mrs. Barbecue's having a good time. Why? It's really yummy, but of course, I'm getting brisket in my nose, on my chins, on my face. Like, this mustard's getting everywhere. Overall, it's really delicious. But on its own, let's see how it tastes. I mean, it's really good, but it really needs that pepper profile. Overall, I'm happy. I got to eat some good brisket. My wife got a laugh out of it. So we're going to give this one an 8.7 out of 10, and we're going to call this the Bovine Pig Out. And just like that, folks, that's episode 92. Be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe. And as always, we'll see you guys at the next barbecue.